Kirby Super Star, or Kirby of the Stars Super Deluxe in Japan, was released on September 20th, 1996 in North America as the fourth main game in the series. Having 9 small games plus 2 mini-games, it was the first multi-game collection. It introduced ability hats Kirby would wear when he had an ability active, and it introduced helper allies, computer-controlled allies that a second player can take over for when a button was pressed on a second controller. Miyamoto was planning on making a Mario game that had 2-player simultaneous gameplay, and wanted Sakurai to implement it in Kirby since gameplay was far slower. I think it worked out. The idea of having player 1 be the focus and player 2 be the supporting role made gameplay easy to follow. It's definitely not the last time we'll see this kind of dynamic in games. Even activating the second player is easy, making drop in, drop out co-op simple. With more moves per ability, a health gauge instead of life bars, and most enemies needing more than one hit to beat, they really tried to modernize gameplay. I noticed that each game tackled a small theme each, whether it be a small recreation of Kirby Dreamland, a race against an opponent, a small Metroidvania, a rush against an enemy stronghold, a planet-hopping campaign against galactic threats, or even a boss rush mode. Sakurai didn't want players to get bored playing just a single game mode long, and I think that mentality helped make Kirby Super Star stand out. That and the 3D rendered cutscenes inspired by Donkey Kong Country gave the game a prestigious feel to it, even if it dragged out development time. Even the packaging of this game in Japan made it stand out. It was put into a box resembling Halloweenia wood? I don't know how to say that properly. This wood is culturally significant in Japan, being used to store valuable objects. As such, Nintendo used this packaging to comment on the value of the game, perhaps alluding to the Super Deluxe subtitle in the Japanese version. The disc case for Kirby's Dream Collection Special Edition harkens back to this, as its design is printed to look like Halloweenia wood. Still don't know how to say that. This game was a nice trip into the past. We never owned a Super NES, so this Dream Collection was the first time I ever played Kirby Superstar. And of course I could just say things like I liked it because of this, or it was fun because of that, but instead I'll say that it was and still is important to the franchise. Because even if you prefer longer game modes, having lots of different modes to play in one game can give you a reason to buy this game anyway. You'll definitely enjoy at least 1 or 2 modes. Then you can hone in on beating those modes faster and faster since all modes are timed. And multiple modes are a staple of games developed by Sakurai, and even later Kirby games, including those that aren't developed by Sakurai. This includes modes like the arena, mini-games, and eventually ability trials. You don't have to like Kirby Superstar, but if you ever get the chance, try it out. There might be something you like about it. Next time we'll move on to Kirby's next main series game in the franchise. Next time we'll play Kirby Dreamland 3.